wanted to do a little bit of video on something I noticed with my gear, because I know a bunch of you guys watch this channel. You look at the different gear I buy and different reviews and stuff like that to keep you guys safe on the road, at least as much as you can. And I try to be as well. But what I want to mention is the recent experience that I had with Icon CE armor. Now, I'm not going to say that it's only to Icon, because I don't know. In my opinion, in my hypothesis, I think it's probably applies to all types of motorcycle CE armor. What happened was, basically in my last video that you guys saw, I was riding in the rain. Fuck. We're gonna crack that visor, because I can't see because it's all fogged up. Fucking throwing some rain in there into my fucking ropes, and I ain't having kids for a real long time apparently, because I keep doing this. And when I got back with my Icon jacket, it's a leather jacket, I came to actually dry it out so I could wear it the next day. And part of that for me was because, well, it's leather and it's really, really heavy and really thick. Something like Icon, it's like super durable. It's like a freaking baseball mitt, basically, that you have wrapped around yourself. But I wanted to take the armor out so the jacket could actually dry out, so it doesn't slow it down. So I started to take the armor out, and one of the things I noticed was that the armor was no longer stiff. Like, usually CE armor is pretty stiff and dense, right? It was really spongy. It was soft feeling. And then as I started taking it out and I started inspecting it, I noticed that one, the glue started releasing on it. Icon's one of those guys that puts like a little label or badge on top of it. It doesn't really matter. The glue started releasing on it. But that made me think, like, what the hell's going on? The glue started releasing on it. So I started to look at it further in the seams. And if you guys know about CE armor, it's usually cut up into like little patches, like little cross hatches or whatever, little sections. Maybe it's for cooling. I don't know why they do that. They'll make it one solid piece, but that's what they do. And I noticed in between the seams that it started to tear, and it was actually coming apart, and it was actually like disintegrating, basically. The way I look at the material, once I saw it tear down and I looked at the interior of it, it's a porous material, obviously. It's made of like some type of rubber or whatever. It's very, very similar to foam. It's just like really, really dense foam, basically, is what your CE armor is kind of made of. In my opinion, once I started inspecting it, basically you see all the porous layers and everything inside of it. And it was completely soaked with water. So if you can just take this into example, you guys ever use a sponge, right? And you used it, you put water on it and everything, it's really, really soft and it's prone to tearing, right? You could tear it just by like twisting it too much. But when it's actually dried out, it's stiff. And that's what this shit is basically like. That's what this motorcycle armor is basically like, from what I could tell. It's similar to a sponge in that when it's dry, it's really stiff. Way stiffer than a normal sponge, by the way. I just want to say that. Way stiffer. But once the porous material gets liquid soaked into it, it's soft. So if you go off in the rain or whatever, that could be a problem for you. In my opinion, it's not as effective as it was when it was dry. And then the other part of it is that it's tearing apart. It's basically disintegrating on top of it. If I applied minimal pressure, not to mention the pressure of you actually going out and hitting the fucking ground right there, that would tear that thing up to shreds. But me just applying a minimal amount of pressure of it, I could tear that thing up into little tiny, like, fucking bite-sized McNugget pieces. So what is the purpose of this video? One, be careful when you're riding in the rain, because your armor is not going to protect you as much as it would in the dry, in my opinion. I have not put that up to standards, but these are my observations. And then two, check your gear. You know, check your gear if you've had it for a little while and you have been caught in rain and all that other kind of stuff. Do that. make sure it's still intact. Make sure, like, when you take it out, it's not all crumbled into bits, because when you're wearing your jacket, you can't really feel, because the pocket that fits the armor is molded for it, right? So it's holding it all together. Same principle as kind of when you actually get in a crash, unfortunately, with your motorcycle, and they're like, don't take your jacket off because they don't want your guts to all spill out. That's the reality of it, folks, is that tension holds everything together. So all I want to say is, it's been a while. Check your armor, take it apart, pull it out of your jacket or your pants or whatever it's in. See if it's still in that same condition, because you might be surprised at what you actually pull out. So that's my safety tip for today, guys. So until I talk to you guys next time, bye bye.